I'm back! Obviously, I have nothing better to do, so I wanted to go through my foundations here and give you guys reviews on which I use for what, which I like best, which I won't repurchase, and so on. I'm going to start off with a foundation slash bronzer, I guess you could call it. This is my Chanel bronzer. And this is my second one. I went through one of these a few years ago, and I've hit pan, and I rarely hit pan on anything. And this is back in the day when I would buy all my Chanel brushes, makeup, eyeshadows, and I'd spend crazy amount of money because it seemed like Chanel was the only product or brand that didn't break me out, since I do have sensitive skin. But this one here is a pretty dark, and it's only one color, so it's a pretty dark color. And for me right now, this is too dark because I have not been tanning. This is when I used to tan. So let's see if I can you guys see that there? Let me swatch that. And that's actually kind of thick there compared to what it really is there. But what I like about this is that, let me blend it in, it just goes on and it doesn't get cakey, it doesn't feel sticky, it just goes on. It's made for a bronzer, so you can just lightly put all over your face, or in some spots. I just threw this on my face with a flat foundation brush, and I love this. This is probably one of my top 3 foundations here, if not maybe my number 2. And like I said, this is my second one. They are pretty pricey, I mean, if you are used to drugstore, but this thing is awesome, 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 awesome. I love it. So that's the Chanel bronzer right there. And this comes with 1 full ounce, but like I said, I bought 2 of these. So what they came up with was this other Chanel one here, and it's the VITALUMIÈRE Aqua or something like that, or however you want to pronounce it. And this is water. It's not oil-based, which I actually learned too, that, you know, there's oil and water-based ones, and I did not know that when I would go out and get foundations. I would just randomly pick things, didn't ask. I knew nothing about makeup. I've actually learned a lot more about makeup and foundations because of YouTube. So this here is one of my favorites too, and this actually has SPF 15, and I normally just wear this when I go out, and this is in the color beige, and that's normally what I am, because on camera right now I appear much darker, but I'm not that dark. But this runs you maybe like 40 or 50 bucks if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and it's 1 ounce, and like I said, this is probably more than halfway, and I've used this quite a bit. I was stuck on this until I came across a drugstore foundation that I'm going to get to, but this is one of my favorites as well. So I went back because that one doesn't give you much coverage, which I did actually skip that part on the other ones. It doesn't give you too much coverage. It's more sheer. It's probably light to medium. Maybe if you cake it on a little more, which I don't think you should though. But so then I went back to get one that was more coverage, more of like a full coverage instead of a light coverage, and it's the same one, the AQUALTRA-LIGHT, I believe it is. Oh, VITALUMIÈRE Aqua. I know I'm so saying that wrong, but whatever. And this is their creamy one, and it looks like that. And this is in the color beige as well, 50. I think that's how they go. But see, that's super creamy, and you have to actually blend this good. And I also apply that on with a foundation brush. And there we go. But it goes on, I mean, flawless. This one here and this one here are probably the ones that I use when I go out. Like, I'm really going out for like a good night out of partying, or like a special event, I wear this one here, and this is just like if I go out with the girlfriends or whatever. But these two are my to go out partying, plus they're so expensive I don't want to have to repurchase them. But yes, this one is more coverage than this one here. This goes on, since it's liquid, it's kind of runny, and this one's got the little creamy, you know, effect to it. So then I got the sheer illuminating fluid. It's like a bronzer, kind of like this one here, but it's in liquid, and I've actually have not used this, believe it or not. And it's got that like shimmery bronzy, put some here, beautiful glow to it, like, you know, all the celebrities, how they have that like glow and you see their face is all nice and shiny. That's what this looks like. But I don't know if I want to put this all over my face just by itself, because when I did try it on one of my cheeks, I looked kind of like an Oompa Loompa. But I saw one of the girls, I think her name is Ashley Sander, hopefully I'm not butchering her name, I just started following her. She mixed this with another foundation, so I think I'm going to try that out and see how that works. But it might be a little too dark for my whole face, so maybe I'll water it down. But I use this as a foundation too, or mix it with a foundation. And on the coverage, I'm not for sure because I have not used this before. So that's one of my other ones. And I'm gonna get to drugstore. I'm just going, I guess, on the high end because those are kind of like my favorites and the ones that I've been using for the longest. So next, I'm going to go to, I think, yeah, these are drugstore. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my Maybelline Dream Liquid Mousse. I used this for a while, and that's when I actually found out that the whole oil and the thickness and all that stuff was making me shine more. When using this, and it's pretty much almost gone, is when I saw a YouTube video about what's in the foundations that make you look more dewy, more oily, and that make you more shiny. And this was making me looking just like I was in a sweatshop just working my butt off or something. But this here, I will not repurchase. I kept it because I could probably use it, you know, for Halloween or whatever. So this here, I do not recommend for you guys if you have a very oily face or you get shiny right away. I do not recommend this. I also bought that, it's also Maybelline with the pink top, the mousse one. I had to return that. That actually made me break out and made me very shiny as well. Even though it went on super sheer and pretty, within like an hour or two, I was shining. So I had to return that one. I don't remember the name. I think that was the only foundation I've ever returned. So do not purchase that. But it does give you full coverage, I guess. But hey, if you have dry skin or normal skin, that's probably a great one for full coverage for you. I'm going to go with, I guess, the one that is my everyday, which I have been using, and this is more for like my natural look, and it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Treatment Makeup. And I also saw this on a video, and this is probably my number 2. But it is a very light coverage, and this is in Sandy Beige, and as you guys can see here, you know, I'm probably about halfway, and I've been using this for like 4 months, and I use this every day. Remember, 1 or 2 clicks, any more than that, you're gonna get all icky. This here is a must. I love this right here. It's probably one of the best foundations that I have used, and I will repurchase this for sure. And remember, this is very light sheer coverage, pretty much if you just want to even out your, you know, your face, and you have no blemishes to cover. And this is pretty much what I use every day for my natural look. Next, I'm going to do the L'Oreal True Match Lumi, and I ran out and got this because I started seeing it all over the drugstores, and it's supposed to be, you know, all nice and has that Lumi effect in it, and I like it. But it does make me oily. It is thick and dewy when I put it on, so I try not to put on too much. And I normally put it on if I'm just, you know, going out over the weekend or whatever, and I know I'm not going to be out there for too long to where at the end of the day I'm going to be all greased up looking. So I like it. It's good coverage, probably medium coverage. But I do not recommend this for anybody that's oily, so keep that in mind. So that's okay, I guess. I won't repurchase this though. So next I'm going to move on to what I'm wearing today, and it's the Revlon Colorstay Whipped. And this was like crazy all over the internet, YouTube videos, and I'm like, I have to get it. It's, how can I explain this? It's whipped, obviously. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like a cream foundation. I don't know. The texture is weird. But I was seeing that a lot of the girls were saying that they were putting this on with a beauty blender with their fingers. And somebody else said they used, I think, a stipple brush. And I was kind of scared to use my regular e.l.f. brush because it might, I don't know, I just thought it might not blend it in right. But I actually put it on, and I was looking at my face, and I was like, that didn't do nothing. It actually made me look kind of white. But if you look at the reviews, you will hear that this goes on and it actually takes a while to set in and actually give you the color that you're supposed to get. Weird, I know. I don't know if maybe because it's supposed to last 24 hours. And this is in medium beige. And see, if you put it up to my face, it might look a little lighter, but that's what I'm actually wearing today, along with a powder over it. But it changes. This one's decent. I like this one, and it has a lot of product in it. It's almost an ounce. The jar is just very big and heavy. You could probably knock somebody out with this, but I like it, and it might actually even work for me during the winter time even better. So maybe repurchase. We shall see. And this gives you a good coverage, maybe medium-ish, maybe a little better, so in between. So, and I got very, very lightly oily today, and it's actually humid here, and it looks like it's gonna rain. But so lastly, I'm gonna go to my powders, and I got three of them. So you all know about my Loreal-Lumi, and this is probably, if not my number 1 or 2, like these products right here for my everyday are like my life right here. Like these two things just give me color so I don't look dead. But this Loreal-Lumi powder by itself will even out your face and brighten it. I mean, this is just an amazing product. She gets 2 thumbs up on this, you know, for this product. This is in the color regular. This runs about $34, and this is a powder. You see that there? But it doesn't just go on like your average powder. See, it just blended right into my skin. It's baked, and I guess that's what makes it so amazing. But this here goes over this here as my everyday. And looking for a powder because you don't want to be using foundation because it's breaking you out, or your pores are clogging, or if you just randomly just only want to use powder, this here is the best thing on earth, and I swear by it. And I will repurchase this, and it's actually like half there, and it's got a lot of product. And so being that I love this so much, she has a bronzer. So guess what Maria had to go do? She had to go get the bronzer. But the bronzer was a little too dark for me by itself, so I had to return it because I looked, you know, I was like all brown up here, my neck and my skin, because I have not been tanning while weird. So I got the one that has the combo, which has the bronzer and the foundation powder. So you blend it. You have to be very easy when you blend and use this side, because you will get dark like that. So just gently just tap that side and use more of this side. And I probably have only used this once or twice because I have, like I said, I have not tanned, so it's not gonna be it's not gonna go with me, and I'm gonna look a little funky there. I have been lazy and have not tanned. So, but this has got like little marble swirls, and it's got like pink and brown, and just check her stuff out. And I know that on Hot Look they always have deals. Lastly, I have this MAC powder here. It's the Mineralize Skinfinish Natural. I just got this because I have been seeing this on tons and tons and tons of videos, and my coworker, I asked her about it and she loves it. And because I do have their prep powder, that one that makes me, you know, not oily, I loved it. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll try it out. And it does look a little dark there, but it actually fits my skin perfect. And that is what I am wearing with this today, my Revlon with my Skinfinish. You have to be extra careful not to do too much because you will get a little dark there and you know, look a little funky. But this here I like. This is still my baby right here, and I've only probably used this like 5 or 6 times. I've been trying to, you know, kind of, you know, use this one and that one because I have so much stuff. But yes, those are all the ones, and I hope this video wasn't all over the place, but I promised my coworker I'd do a foundation slash powder review because I've tried so many different things, and I know that you girls are out there trying to find what's better for your face because, you know, you're oily, you're dry, the coverage, you know, and you want to look at reviews so you know what you're buying, because some, you know, you see them on the commercial and you want it because it's new. But like I said, pretty much what I have here I will repurchase, possibly with the exception of this one and maybe this one, and I don't know about the BB creams. But I think that's it. So if you guys have any questions or care to see anything else, or I don't know, just ask, and I'm here, I'm bored, I'll make videos, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.